Hello, my name is Jen Loki. This is the chicken wing dissection. Yeah, September 29th. Okay, so I have nothing on this table except for this. Well, no, I have tons of stuff on this table because it's a disaster. But I have nothing helpful except for this whiteboard that has the names of the parts that I need to identify so I don't forget any. And then down below are the topics I need to cover for this little 5-minute chat. Okay. So this is the chicken wing that we're going to be working with here. You'll see in my tray that there's a pile of muscle, a pile of adipose tissue, and a whole chicken wing, just in case I messed up. So that's my backup wing. And yeah, so this is the shoulder end of things, and these are muscles I've cut away from the upper arm, so the bicep and tricep, but I kind of left them on the joint. You can see the head of the humerus. This is the humerus right here. This joint is the elbow joint, so it's like our elbow. So actually, there we go. So this here is the radius, and this is the ulna down here. So ulna and radius. And I left some of the muscles on because I kind of wanted to see the tendons, or to show the tendons. So like here's a tendon right here, this white shiny stuff that connects this muscle, which I don't know the name of yet, but that's next unit, yay, to this, to the bones of this joint. This joint here is the carpal, so the wrist joint, so it's the carpals, the metacarpals, and then the phalanges up here. Okay, so the elbow joint, which is a junction or an articulation of the distal end of the humerus with the proximal ends of the radius and ulna. And the articular cartilage is the cartilage on the surface of the bones that face each other in the joint. So the white stuff here, and also in here, you can kind of see where the proximal ends of the radius and ulna are. So that's where that is. The capsule is this sort of fibrous tissue that surrounds the joint, that I kind of had to cut through to get to the articular cartilage. So the capsule is on the outside, then the synovial membrane is just inside that, and so you can kind of see some leftover tissue. It's just a very thin, like see-through membrane on the inside of that fibrous tissue outside. So that's the synovial membrane, and that is what produces the synovial fluid, which should be inside this, this joint. Everything is kind of mushy, so I don't really see the difference between the synovial fluid and like the just general disgusting juices that are coming out. But the fluid that came directly from here would be the synovial fluid. And like I said, the articular capsule or the joint capsule is sort of the fibrous tissue rather that surrounds the whole joint that I kind of cut through to see these articular surfaces of the bone. And it's just really kind of miraculous and cool to see how the bones fit together like jigsaw puzzle pieces. Okay, so let's see here. One of the diseases that I just researched briefly that has to do with synovial joints is rheumatoid arthritis. And I used to work up in a lodge in Denali National Park and in Alaska, and there was a woman who worked there for years and years and years, and I remember being sort of like morbidly fascinated with how she had to walk because she had rheumatoid arthritis, and she walked really slowly because everything just really hurt. And so I was able to kind of learn a little bit about that. So it seems like rheumatoid arthritis, a step up from just rheumatism, any sort of like pain in joints, is where there seems to be an autoimmune component. So there are certain kinds of white blood cells that are found in the synovial fluid that trigger an immune response, which an inflammation response, sorry. So it's, I assume, lots of blood comes there, it gets larger, maybe water is retained, and that pressure seems to be what hurts people with rheumatoid arthritis. And because it's autoimmune, it's not like a pathogen that comes from outside, so it seems like it would be very tricky to, on how to turn off those white blood cells, the particular white blood cells that are to blame, while keeping regular old immuno responses functioning so that you don't die of the common cold. So rheumatoid arthritis. Hopefully this chicken did not have rheumatoid arthritis, but we don't know. We don't know this chicken's life, and I don't think I'm ever going to eat chicken again because this is disgusting. I hope that covers it.